Hi everybody and welcome to another daily demo alley. I'm RoGamer and as you know I go to Steam, I look around which demos came out today and then I pick and choose which one to play with you and showcase for you today. And we have Deep Copy, and what Deep Copy is, as it said on Steam, is a top-down point-and-click literally adventure. So you're gonna listen to me talk a lot when my throat is already not working that well. Set in a hand-painted science fiction world. Awakened with no memory, you must solve puzzles and navigate a branching story to piece together the dense, interconnected mystery at the heart of the lab. Deep Copy. It gives me impressions of like Soma or ideas from Soma, something like that. It is going to be released in the first quarter of 2025 and it is developed and published by Boon/Bain. And it has one of the weirdest options for sound, which is silent, quietest, quieter, normal. Like weird, wow. Maybe because it just has music and some sound effects, I don't know, we will see. Oh wow, we're straight into the game. You awaken to a cacophony of scents and color. It really is looking like it's hand-drawn. Like a few, I don't know what's with the eyes. Almost like watercolors for like the backgrounds, and he's a little bit better. Clacks and screams like a bird of prey in the distance. You gasp fresh air into your lungs, and with each stale gulp comes a stripe of pain. Your fingers stick together as if glued, and your body. Well, at least you're not naked. Well, you know, for small miracles, what was it, the line? I don't know. We pray for small miracles. Well, at least you're covered in some thick, sticky substance that seems to be drying quite rapidly. You feel as if you were an amniote? Violently expelled without warning into some brutish world. We are very eloquent and, you know, expressive with words, considering we just woke up into an unknown universe world and whatever. And we will probably, yeah, no, something seems to have like walked out of that tube, so we're not from that tube. Maybe? Look around. Yeah, you? The floor you were recently pressed against is cold, made of some sterile and synthetic. The ceiling is exposed, like a warehouse, and the building's viscera are snaking and cabled throughout. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Don't go too poetic and, you know, up your own ass when you write stuff. Please, it just makes you look bad. Anyway, again, we are very expensive for somebody who has no memory. The back wall is lined with shelving framed by soft blue lights. Like, when you play Citizen Sleeper and he describes something, it's because as a, you know, sleeper, you are still somebody who has memories. You're a robot, you have memories of somebody, you know, you are a person. So even when you wake up, like after like a long sleep that you had while you were, you know, flying, traveling, and being frozen and on life support, you're still you're just going through a new place, which is the space station, so you're kind of exploring that, and there is the mystery and the exploration, and there is the you know, still the unknown, and not being, you know, you're not the best engineer ever. You technically are. You choose 3 backgrounds, you kind of have some specialties into those, so, you know, help you to level up. So this is kind of weird when you're, you know, waking up not knowing anything, but still, you know, having all of these thoughts. The back wall is lined with shelving, framed by soft blue lights. Several large tanks hum and belch softly in the center of the room. I do appreciate the camera changing. Like, it's not perfectly still constantly while you're reading this. So you have kind of like, and it's pointing to some stuff. So it's interesting. It's kind of cool. Your mind scrambles for anything familiar, but it finds nothing. If you could remember one thing, just one little thing, it would be okay. Try to remember your name, what's this place, that's the name. Try to remember your name. Your name. You have one. That much is certain. Everybody has a name. It was a bit of an unusual name, wasn't it? Or no, was it completely ordinary? Your stomach turns as you realize that even the simple fact of your own name eludes you. Intelligence, oh, we have that? Because I don't. Acute retrograde amnesia is often a result of physical trauma to the brain and may indicate other life-threatening symptoms. Well, if something broke out and we were here doing some inventory and whacked us over the head, that would explain a lot. Threatening symptoms such as internal hemorrhage, even the comparatively simple psychologically dissociative amnesia may indicate a high unsafe situation. So I'm either bleeding in my brain or I'm repressing a trauma. Who the fuck are you? What? I'm talking to myself. Great, that's even better. So I'm either bleeding in my brain or repressing a deep trauma. Intelligence. It is unclear to me as mere. I don't know if I should talk. I don't know if this is like a voice talking outside my brain or inside my brain. It's like a personality, the intelligent personality. I don't know. Maybe I should change my voice. I don't know if I can do voice acting today. It is unclear to me as a mere facet of the greater gestalt that makes up the conscious mind. I have no greater access to psychological measurements or lost memory than the conscious mind as a whole. I perceive you as outside my normal train of thought. And I perceive you as outside my normal train of thought. This could be another notch in favor of one of the trauma theories of amnesia. Trauma, both physical and psychological, can result in unusual mental function. So I got whacked so hard I became Disco Elysium. That's an interesting start to the game. Divination. Atlas has fallen. The weight of the earth becoming too heavy for even his titan arms has broken him. Thus it spills, stopping into heaven, reaching its soiled water into the dewy melt of the firmament, never again to separate. I'm losing my mind. What does that mean? Tachyons flowing, streaks of light, information. Christ, like they inform. Let's get out of here. To find medical attention as soon as possible. Yeah. Unfortunately, any danger which caused such injuries is likely to be inside this very facility. It may be difficult to find medical attention. Escape could be worse. Mysterious sky voice. Hello there! A mysterious voice booms out from the heavens. It consumes you, and yet you feel as if it is for you alone. You can tell immediately that the voice radiates wisdom, and then outers fine sensibility, and also is very handsome and cool. Is this the writer? Is this the writer self-insert in some kind of a joke? Okay, this is funny. This is kind of jokey. This is kind of ridiculous. The fine sensibility, and also very handsome and cool, just like myself. I'm very handsome and cool. Mysterious sky voice. What? Wait, this isn't the end. I hope this isn't the end. What? Mysterious sky voice. Thanks for playing Deep Copy. I think you will love it. Fair warning, there's a lot of reading. If that's not your thing, you may want to turn back. The game is best played with sound on. There are lots of sounds in the game. Some are important to puzzles, but you will never be stuck because you missed a sound. Confused, perhaps. That's it. If you enjoyed the game, a wish list really helps. It's just the two of us making the game, and your support is all we have. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, this is the weirdest demo. Not the weirdest demo, but it's up there. It's on a different kind of weird. You know what? Despite the amnesia, I'll wishlist the game right now. Go to the store page. I already wishlisted the game. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm gonna answer this. Okay, come on, man. I'm barely through the first scene, and you're bombarding with this kind of stuff. Just, well, it really does help, and I get enough of this follow bait everywhere else. I thought that an indie game might be exempt from this transactional slime attention economy. Oh, I couldn't agree more. It's just that, seriously, where do you get the nerve? I will never wishlist your game. I hope. Okay, no, that's not there. But never mind. That's the only option. I hope that your hard drive So deceased and turns into hot slag. That's permanently destroying the mask. No, no, I don't want to say this. But it's the only option. I can't do anything else. Well, now that may be a bit harsh. I'm in control now, and it's time to play the game. I will enjoy it too, out of spite. Start the game. Okay. The developers are self-aware. That's fine. This is fine. This is a demo. I don't expect this to be in the game, and this is a fun demo version. This is cute. Okay, tab, open menu, walk, Mazda, F1 submit feedback. Anytime you can open feedback or bugs. Writing doesn't make sense. Yeah, some lines maybe. Think the game is stupid and want to insult me personally? No, please don't. Go ahead, you can try it if you'd like. Use the mouse to select points of interest. Okay. Movie. He has kind of decent emotions. What in the fuck was that? Intruders? No way. We will be the intruders. Whoever runs this place shit, that's bad. Barricade the door, but it's already locked. But from the inside, no hide. It's the only. But not in a locked room. Christ, idiot. Yes, a weapon. You'll do it a pinch. Stillness. The wind blows and fills us with a pattern and noise, and another moment's beating the ball. Okay, don't do this. Don't run text automatically. Either give me an option in the options to like time it to go to make it go automatic, but like I don't know, after 10 seconds to move on or something like that, or you know, time it with text. But this was too fast. I don't read fast, so I would like to just click continue. If I can, I will click continue and I will read. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Stillness? Jesus, you can't be serious. Someone is outside, banging on the door. We need action, not stillness. Could it be possible that they aren't looking for us? Oh god, they found us. We don't even know who they. Stillness, we need a weapon, not stillness. Something blunt and heavy. We're completely alone, we're trapped, and my mind is fractured in pieces. Maybe a little outside help would be for the best. A comfort which cannot be fulfilled. There is nobody. Phantom. Could a phantom knock on a goddamn door? Come on, we need information. We can't make a decision like this. This is not intelligence divination. This is like a bunch of idiots in my head arguing. Go look through the door. If there's 10 of them, maybe we could play that. But if it's only one, a bludgeoning weapon would do. Look through the portal, if it please you. But this is misdirection. Time is essential. You lay bound atop a scaffold. The town has gathered to watch. The hangman brings the wheel to bear. He is to break you, and soon you shall be broken. Okay, I do hope there isn't like a time thing, because I want to play around with whatever shit I have here. Okay, I can... Key floats lazily across the top of the liquid in the tank. A key! You should probably take that. You know, I must have come out of your pocket. When you were jamming there. Surely it unlocks something. Fingers swirled in bleach and alkaline. Definition, just talking gibberish. The purple one is probably right. Who knows whether that liquid's safe. Could also be meaningless. A piece of trash. No. Outside, an effigy of the womb. And inside, her life's blood, just green. Let us see. That's right, it looks like some kind of stasis tank. Surely the fluid inside such a device will be caustic. Bleach and alkalines, a metaphor. Encoding. An encoding? Yes, a single cloud mirrored into a child's eye on the 7th day of spring cannot be fathomed, and thus we encode and decompress until it has become unrecognizable. Only then, in our lack of recognition, can we recognize. We can remember which part of the class and bleach now. Okay. This is getting, you know, kind of philosophical bullshit, or like bullshit. Cloud can be fathomed. We can model each particle in the cloud, simulated how could it be understood when we got in there. I see, therefore bleach and alkalines. Yes, an encoding, a metaphor. I am as a panopticon, seen yet nearly mute. I must encode, lest I be unintelligible, but with each encoding comes loss. This is a fundament. Right, that's the whole point of encoding. Loss. It couldn't work other way. Any message contains so many units of information. If you want a smaller message, you have to throw out some information. Unfortunately, you can't throw out the entire message. Base and alkaline. Look, don't overtake this. It's here. It probably unlocks something. Just grab the key. This is the strange voice. Ignore the key. The act of grasping. Ever trickster. You fool us even here. Coffee the drawer for the key. Yeah. Base and alkaline. Impermanent. Yes, but there is no need. You push your arm down the tank carefully to avoid the glass jutting from your escape. The liquid extremely slick coats your hand and core. Yes, just a little deeper. The key slips through your hand, slick with liquid, and drops into an interior tube exposed by the fluids received. Metaphor, bleach and alkaline, and the oil of man. It is lost, but it can be found. Damn it, the first rule of plumbing system, absent external force, material must run from high to low. This tube is laid flat, so there must be an external force pump. As long as the pump isn't turned on, the key will stay there until it figures something out. Can I grab the key? Okay. Walk up to the tank. It's powered off, but you feel a faint heat reading in some recent operation. Inside the nest of tubes and wiring coming from tiny machine openings, push and fight in the team's dark interior. A readout is mounted to the front. There's a strange greenish fluid inside the tank. It looks a hair thicker than water, and a large pump at the base is clearly meant to push it around the interior. A metal heart, an iron terrarium, once lost but now found, pumps and cleans and pushes blue smoke to us like frost. The same liquid that coats your body in a thin slime is leaking from its bottom. The tank itself looks damaged. Someone has cracked the plexiglass of its round body, and the liquid has settled so low that you can see where the pump connects with the main wall. Coming into the thick power supply, and the bottom is a cord spliced open and hand soldered to the machine. Round hot, yes, and natural. If it's wired correctly under the tank, this should provide power, but it goes without saying that whoever did this was quite desperate to own this machine. I said, can I don't have a key? Oh, I can still save key. I can do something. Alright, so check. Okay, this looks like a slip of paper sits on the floor. It's sticky, and the ink has been mottled and stained by some liquid. Brief this is scientists will come for you. Safe. Briefly, but you don't understand. Don't get it? I don't know what's towards. I was expecting like pick up, not just look at things. Shelves line the back wall. It looks like materials for servicing the tanks. Silicone tubing, bags, and buckets full of various powders, and electronics equipment are nearly separated into groups. Look at the tubing. An entire unit is full of flexible silicone tubing of any length and diameter that you can imagine. Look, pressed onto the bottom. One SFR compliant. This is food grade silicone, or whatever it's worth. Powders. Powders look like they came from a swimming pool. We probably are like the ones who released whatever was inside, and then that thing punched us or something, and we got knocked out. We are probably scientists, maybe. The powders look like they came from a swimming pool. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Swimming pool supply store rather than a laboratory. Calcium hardeners, sodium carbonate, and bisulfate, various commercial algicides, whatever. Someone's really worried about maintaining the chemical balance of some liquid, apparently. A huge bucket left flap, half open, with a scoop jutting out from the top. It's labeled CLC in big letters along the curve of the container. Read the description. CLC, Comprehensive Life Complex. What? Is that what we have? Powder dilute 10:1 by weight with distilled water before filling stasis tanks. Ensure that the mixture is completely smooth, or else there is risk of clothing support systems. Smell the powder. The powder has a very queer scent. At once deeply familiar and totally alien. But you can't quite put your finger on it. Look at the shelves. Look at the electronics. The far set of shelves is full of everything one might need to make repairs to heavy-duty electronics. Replacement servers, pumps, capacitors and resistors, and, interesting, a soldering iron. It appears to have been recently used and then hastily put back. It's the only item out of place on the shelf. Take the soldering iron. You got a tool! Tools can be used to interact with items. To use one, select the tool icon after selecting a point of interest. Then choose the tool you would like to use. Your pocket tool. A faint voice in the back of your head is unsure if you even know how to use it, but it feels weighty and right in your hand. Keep focusing. Feel the soldering iron. Still warm. I looked at everyone else. Leave. Now we can leave. Footprints lead from where you awoke to one of the tanks. They've dried like sugar water left overnight. Sticky and dirty, a slightly more liquid pool rests where you just got up. Lean down and feel it with your fingers. It feels slippery between your fingers, like a base. It slicks like oil against the fluorescent and oleaginous shimmer against the sterile matte of the floors. It smells like synthetic amniotic fluid, supposedly outdated or quack science, but given the current situation, perhaps not so. You were supposed to be able to mix it with water to form a viscous, breathable, nutritious liquid suitable for long-term space travel. Okay, that is interesting. No, it smells like your sweet mother. Really? Your mother? That's it. It smells of her. No, not her perfume, but her flesh. Your flesh. The womb. This is an ancient scent. The manufacturer, it is an affront. Yes, you know this fluid. Syntam, the lifeblood of the folk-tale machine spirit. Praise the machine spirit. A sustaining liquid which floods the lungs and oxygenates the body. Now you recognize the smell of the powder. It wasn't so strong as its dry form. It is definitely the same thing. Yes, that's it. CLC is the scientific name for Syntam. Or, if not scientific, the brand used by the few in the community who have any use of it. Look at the source of the Syntam. So the footsteps move from the tank towards the door you were trying to escape. Maybe the cooling of the footstep has kept the liquid much thicker than the sticky pitch which coats your body. But it's definitely the same fluid. There is a lot of Syntam covering your body. You must have been completely submerged in it. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, what is this? You peer through the glass top. The liquid inside becomes opaque, surprisingly quickly. I don't know why it started something like that. That's like too loud and too. You peer through the glass. Something about it makes you want to avert your eyes. Do not pull thine eyes away, machine tainted. Look into the jet. Look closely to the glass. From the formless void springs a feature. First an oval, then in the oval. Symmetry. The symmetry begins to resolve, sharpened in each moment until finally a face. Someone is inside this thing. Now that you see them, you notice the gentle ripples as they pull the pale fluid in and out of their lungs. Their skin is dark, and it's hard to make out against the darkness. Knock on the glass. You tap on the glass lightly at first, and then with more force, but whatever inside seems to be in a deep slumber. The readout. The screen is locked. It is prompting you for a password. Wishlist. I had to check. Look, this password could be up to 12 characters, capitals, alphas, numerics. That's a little more than 62 bits of entropy. Technically, if we had a machine with state-of-the-art password cracking and a way to test a few 100 million passwords per second, yeah, it would be no problem. But just us, I had, and going to need to figure something else out, and without kind captor has left us with such a simple British password. Look around the tank. The device is blasted with knobs and sliders. The closer you look, the more they divide and subdivide into yet more precise controls and information. The only thing that looks remotely familiar is a sticker declaring the basic facts of the machine. Someone has hastily scrawled the number 2 on a scrap of paper and taped it to the machine. Machines like this, with the heat given off by their operation and the wet of the fluid running through them, are magnets for bacteria and filth. This one, however, is extremely clean. It must be new, else well taken care of. Against the machine's quiet hum, you hear something of faint rustling coming from the bottom of the machine. Look where it is coming from. As soon as you see the source, it's blindingly obvious. A few sheets of paper stapled together have been hastily jammed behind the metal cover into the body of the machine. They flap gently in the air of the cooling fan. Whoever did this did it hastily. The inside of the wet heat-generating machine isn't a ideal ideal storage location for a few sheets of paper on the cover. You pull, but it won't budge. It's been screwed in with a vice grip tightness that half stripped the screws holding the thing all together. Somebody wants to destroy this, like make it explode or overheat or something. That's a T20 screw, colloquially known as a starhead. Framed as it isn't too much information, but okay, it's intelligence. It's supposed to blab out at that. Famed as it would turn out for their resistance to stripping, and yet here before us are 4 metal craters, only hinting towards their prior sample. A simple, cost-effective glory in the domain of problems inherited to fasteners. Someone really put some elbow grease into these, and probably with the wrong screwdriver, but the starhead prevails. If you find a T20 screwdriver, they should come right out. Read the sticker. The sticker lists off some basic information about the machine, the serial number, a manufacture date in the early 2064, and a few safety warnings. Below it is another sticker, a yellow triangle with a lightning bolt searing through its belly, an electrical warning. Machine, it says, holds 100 amps of power during operation. Jesus, that's a staggering amount of power. As much as some suburban homes, although a design service panel would probably do the trick in a commercial setting. Okay, we got all of that information, we got everything here. Apparently I can't read. Oh, what's this down here? A breaker box. Its door swung open. Next to it, the wall has been cut in a line following one of the wires coming out of the box. There are 3 breakers inside the box. They've been labeled. By the looks of it, support door off, tank 1 on, tank 2 on. Someone was here figuring out what these breakers were. Oh, this is not the work of an electrician. You trace the wire inside the wall through the hole. A few meters down, the supply line that was feeding the door has been cut and hastily spliced with solder to a thick braided cable that leads to the big device near where you woke up. Jesus, does this look amateurish? For Christ's sake, someone split open a power cable and soldered it onto the supply line to redirect the power. More entry, but no exit. An architect of one's own demise, in a sepulchre of one's own fashioning. This explains why the door isn't working. Now, if we could undo this abomination of solder, perhaps we could open up our fine sepulchre. Sticker on the breaker says, 250 amp service, do not exceed. And we know that this other thing exceeds 100. Scrolled in an amateurish handwritten addendum next to the support breaker, it says, door 60 amps. Oh Christ, that's bad. Don't that up. Why don't you keep this for yourself? Numbers don't add up. That's right. And it wouldn't take John 1 goddamn Newman to figure that out. 275. Why is it 275? It's 250. It's bigger than 250. Okay. Something's got to give. We'll find another way to cover the door. What if we pry the door open? We'll do this from the stasis stairs. We'll find another way to close the door. Right, I suppose we'll tap into any one of the boundless electrical reservoirs located conveniently in this locked room. But if you pried open the door, I'm arguing with myself apparently. A possibility surely, but what kind of amateur sadist would co-opt their charge in a room with an unlocked door? Fluid like black blood sneaks through its veins. It cannot be done. The door has black blood? Yes, crude blood, resembling pitch or bitumen. It connects like all things living and dead to the Aether. It may be destroyed, it may not be encoded. In encoding, this is not correct, not encoding, compassion. I don't know what is encoding. This blood resists compression. No, yeah, it's not compassion, compression. Talking about compression. This blood resists compression and will fight to the death as with the dire wolf to sprung it. The Electron will figure something out. Redirection, a movement from what it is to what was. Motion begets heat, and heat shall bear motion. Blah, 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 blah. Read the sticker again. Look at the body again. I don't think body is gonna give me anything. Quiet, stamped. Okay, let's explore the door if we can do something else as well. There's nothing there. I picked everything up. Okay, use the tool. So it's not much of I think a point click that you use combine items. It's like you get some tools and then you use the tools on whatever you need as you play the game. Okay, let's stab. That is something to say. You approach the door carefully, very carefully. It looks extraordinarily heavy, made with two pieces that have shut themselves right against each other. Most important thing, stay low, stay quiet, take a good look. The movement is easier to see and we don't want anyone seeing us. We may need to actively spot it. Romp about like a child playing upon a grassy hill, for the joy of the sun against your back, or scratch like an animal. These things will do more than your fretting and looking. He is not here, he is not beyond the portal. Be quiet in the slats. Oh, whoever was there left. Oh, I don't see anything. Well, how many of them are there? It's just an empty hallway. Perhaps they retreated or have gone to gather information, gather equipment, which sedate us. I can only imagine how many ways they have to dispose of us. A weapon, it is. No, there is only one enemy, and he will come to destroy us. This is inevitable. The clock hand spins once and then again. With each turn, it turns more quickly. This is feedback. Soon it will tear itself apart. It will be no more. It is vital that this does not happen before the enemy returns, and so let us continue. Okay, can I solder this? What is it gonna say about this one? The liquid inside this tank is cloudy, unhealthy. Huh. Like a swimming pool that has not been tended to. But it's sound, it is still operating. Sheet paper is taped to the tank, it has number 1. Just like the other tank, the only thing we do is pump password. I mean, I have no idea what it is. Oh, I clicked on it and it triggered. Okay. A few worn sheets of paper sit among the shelves. On them are series of notes, some written by different pens, but all in the same frantic and scrawled handwriting. It's G. Fane, 2060. This was made 2065. Remember well. I'm alone. Everyone else has escaped, running in terror from what? From me? From progress? More like the inevitable that we all came here to find. So this like Nostromo thing, maybe. Or wait, was it the other one? Event Horizon. From progress, more blah 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 blah. Everything we came to find. They are unserious people. Is that a word? Dedicated their life to a big make. What? Believe in jetting themselves out as fast as. Wait, dedicated their life to a big. Okay. I'm dumb. I read that wrong. Dedicating their life to a big make believe and jetting themselves out as fast as they can once they realize it's true. And still, it is dangerous. I'm dangerous. The episodes, they cannot be denied, and yet I'm so close. Remember, John, you must figure out the stasis tanks for the two for now, else your quarry will run dry of pink and grey one. But also for the third, whether it's a kindness or a damnation. For now, a list written here, it won't be forgotten. How can I power the third tank? How can I measure effluence and contamination? What percentage do I dilute the CLC to? How long can the tanks run on backup power? Oh fuck, how many do I have? Okay, 4, still too much. What was this? This is 18, 19, Jafane. Well, the tanks are still alright. It's been about 16 hours since they went on backup power. But even I can tell that this can't hold out much longer. The water grows murky and the heartbeats grow slow and dissonant, converging to some snarling tritone. And then what? At the end, it must be some consonants. Consonants by vacuity? Vacuity? Consonants as the absence of dissonance, rather than anything additive. 4 siren drones screaming out as a calling bell signaling the end of stasis. I hear them sometimes, the 4 sirens bearing their meal. The sound simply cannot be real, it must be imagined, and yet it gives me comfort. When the 4 sirens become one, it will be lost. I need to figure them out before then. I almost have it, but I can't. Trial and error. To err is death. Okay, this is a few days later. Do I dare? It's about to break if it hasn't broken already. Christ, but there isn't enough power for all 3. And I'm not done yet. That's all I need is to be done, and everything else can be left to rot like a roadside carcass. One day soon I will descend into the fine ether and shall not return. I knew it would come to this, false hope like grapes or palm fronds waving before me, but like mist the wind and nectar passes through. I have set the process for the third in motion. He will be placed at the last possible moment, the greatest possible chance of success. The third tank has been rewired, breaker to the south wall, it cannot last. And the tanks draw too much power, and any spike in consumption in my makeshift electronics will surely fail. There must be some way to cap the power consumption, but I fear not. Alas, my choice is thin. Day after, it is someone else that's it all. The heartache and clawing has further me towards the shining moment. Is it you, Pandora? That's not all. But there is no beautiful woman, so then Zeus, the all and hour. Zeus, of course, he showed me from earth and water, and each set of his own seal within some evil yet unknown, and then let me as both Cask and Cooper. Yes, that's it. I am Zeus, and I am Pandora. And I am the jar itself. I am worked and ornate, and reflexively to pry myself open, wrench off my top, and let spill forth all that I once contained. The only thing yet to be seen, my strength, my vigorousness, strength prompting and retching and prying. Is it enough to pry completely? Okay. Pandora Zeus, let's try some. The note cuts off abruptly. Pandora, the keeper of the box. Zeus, its creator. A fine compression, beamed like light to velvet spirit. Okay, can I? Okay, so it's not password or run. Never mind. Let's try the other one. No. Okay, nothing works. So I didn't have a prompt, but I could click on it because it showed like that. Can you do that for this? Can you click it? Can you click it? Doesn't change. Alright. Let's see what we will blow up by doing this. Quest. Now there is an idea. Someone jury-rigged this thing to spew power to the last tank. Let's just jam it back the way it was and be on our way. Use the iron to remove the old solder and reconnect the door. You wait for the soldering iron to become hot and then gently apply it to the big globs of solder connecting the power supply and cord connecting the tank. The solder flows off in runny droplets. The smell of the hot acid lead smoke feels good against your nostrils. Been soldering, I know the feel. And each of those 1,000 metallic bonds genuflecting in most perfect unison as lifeblood or Christ flows through them, and each thus composed of a field of stochastic base and essence and thus. Right, here in reality they're color-coded and match them back up how they were, and we should be in business. You gently uncoil fresh solder from your roll, and the smell of flesh is even finer, like hot new bread as compared to stale. Yes, we have done this before. Maybe not here, in this place, but this thing. You sink into focus, and long before it's done, flip the switch and let's see what we've got. Flip the support door. Flip the breaker to wait for a pregnant moment. The hum of the tanks around you stops, and all three breakers flip to the off position. It seems like there is not enough power to run all three breakers at once. The bell rings out like a siren chanting in the distance. What was that? Disintegration, the tomb within the tomb. Salt and effluence mixing for life's blood, and stranglehold of fuses throughout. Of course. Disintegration. Why did they even ask? Look, auditory hallucinations are common after severe trauma. Just another tick mark in the box of trauma. Although, it is strange how pointed the hallucination was, how coherent. If I could just get my hands on a well-worn copy of the DSM, even an older 6th edition would work in a pinch. There is coherence in truth. The calling bell quickens your pace, head, depth, and if we hear the tank click come to life in the distance. Break the door. Break it turns on with such a faint chunk. Hear the door click unlock and we're open in distance. So basically I'm keeping that alive and this dead. Okay, there's alerts. Something's burning, I guess. A door protrudes unassumingly in the hallway, a supply closet perhaps, or a server room. A sound emanates from inside, like the groans of a machine toiling in alien labor. The eyes and ears and nose of that without the meat of the kind. Behind this fortress wall, the sinking of flesh, and its cleansing and its boiling. The sweat renders, and we sink ever downward to the we must go inside. There is smoke coming from inside. I don't think that's good. Let's have a look inside first. Look through the slats. I don't really see. It's kind of good explanation. The beating heart. It makes the soul rush as a river, white with fervor and fury. What did you see? It was hard to make anything out clearly, although I have a few guesses. Nothing to explain the gas though. Run through the tunnel. There is something at the center of the room, a computer maybe, or some machine. Too big to be a computer. They haven't made single machines that big for a century. Now, uniform looking rack of servers, that's another story. Inside, we must go. We rest on the precipice of heaven and hell, and both are no more than the twist of a hand from our grasp. Okay, you jiggle the handle, nothing, it's locked. A lock, but of course, for who would have the gate to heaven unbolted? We must make our way inside. This is our charge, and our mandate, and our destiny. Jesus, dude, chill. I mean, I could yell and be all, you know, crazy about that, but is this it? Oh, I need to click. Mysterious Sky Voice. Hello, you finished the demo. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it enough to finish. In the full game, expect more puzzles, areas, and plenty of backtracking. Since you made it this far, you should wishlist the game on Steam. I know everyone says this, but it really helps us out. Like I said, it is just the two of us making a weird game. We need you. No. One step ahead of you, Chef. Mysterious Skyways. Very good. I thank you sincerely for playing. Please reach out to me personally if you would like to talk about the game or your experience. I would like to reload so I can check. Oh, I get multiple saves automatically. Ooh, I love this. Actually, I love this. Okay, I haven't done any puzzles. I mean, the only puzzle was, you know, just flicking open that thing. So I have no idea, like, if there is anything more here. Okay, this is a little bit of a bug. It thinks I'm clicking on to exit, but I'm not close to the exit. Not read out, can't open it. So backtracking probably means I'm gonna come back and, you know, free somebody, but because it turned off one is gonna die, one is gonna live. Can I pick up that? Keys in there, but there's nothing to do about it. There has to be something around here. Like, I hope I didn't miss anything and that this is actually, like, I was honestly hoping that I could at least go to the server room, or like get something to, you know, pick that up and continue on. This is still, let's go pick it off, pick it on. Can I leave? Oh, I can leave. So I literally turned off the door and I can still leave. I don't know if this is intended, or did I just break the game? But that. It's just gonna be it. Okay, so this is it. I mean, this lasted almost an hour with me reading all of this, but I was expecting a little bit more in terms of puzzles, like at least. Oh, we cannot leave now. Is it because I turned off the sports? Maybe. Eh. Let me check. I'm interested if that's it. Like, this effect is not that. Yeah, it's okay. It's unique, but it's like, eh. As I said, I was kind of. Oh no, I bugged it out. I completely bugged it out. Now I cannot finish the game. Okay, I'll just go to the main menu. Main menu. That sound. Did you hear it? That nail of reference is still once more. That is ambition. Did they bug out the menu? I think I bugged out the menu, so I could just walk around the menu. Or I could maybe earlier, but I didn't. I don't know if this is a bug or a feature. Maybe it's a feature. Anyway, for a 2-team developer, like, this takes a lot of stuff from, you know, Disco Elysium, from, I can't say Citizen Sleeper, that has a completely different show and tell. The only thing I can compare it to that is like that it has specific art style. they had a specific art style just for the characters. This has a specific art style for like the whole game, whole thing. The only thing I have kind of an issue with the visuals is the watercolor backgrounds, and like that style of like the backgrounds and all that is great. Like I like it. It's really kind of moody, kind of a little bit unique to this game specifically. It's not cartoony like Monkey Island or some other games that you do the cartoony style or even the realistic style. This is like I'm playing through a painting, and it's even like not one of those. I think it was Procession of Calgary or something like that, which you actually play through paintings, which is funny in itself. But considering this, the style, the effects of coloring and waters and everything, and just all of this visually is pretty nice. It's pretty sweet. The issue I have is with the main character, not because of how he looks, but he kind of stands out. He's too well modeled and designed for for the game. He kind of stands out from the background, or like his colors are a bit more brighter than the background, so he kind of stands out. The sounds of the game are nice. Like it gives vibe of like marathon, of like unknown space. I don't even know if you're underground on a space station in a spaceship. Who knows? Like it gives that mysterious feel of unknown. So the music is pretty good. And as far as the writing goes, depending on who are you aiming this for. If you're aiming for like people who like to read books and maybe even visual novels, but want to have a little bit more gameplay into their game, so they don't just read visual novels, or want some gameplay at all to their books, this might be good. But there are still some sentences that didn't really click. And at least for me, English is not even my first language. Some of the words were just a little bit, not too big, but a little bit, it's like you have a specific thesaurus, and you want to use all of the words of the day that you learn, like that kind of like up your assness. You want to show off that you know the big words or the strange words or the not use too much words. I can still go over that. Hopefully I don't lose any meaning, possibly, maybe. But as far as the gameplay, it's pretty simple, on point and click, that kind of jab. I think you just get to use devices on different things. I would have liked to at least have, and this is kind of a dumb thing, when you are soldering back the things, to have like a mini game where you collect the wires or something like that, or solder in a specific line and stuff like that, or some kind of a puzzle, because I didn't really have a puzzle here. It was just turn off one thing to turn another. Fine. As I said, I would wish more puzzles. Maybe I missed the part where I needed to get a bludgeoning item or something to get to the key. Maybe I missed that up, and that's how I didn't. Also, make sure don't have items that don't have that eye on them, I guess, like the list, because it seems like it is not interactable when an eye doesn't show up, and people might not even pass the mouse over it, and that might make them just skip over that part and not even read it, while that is a specific interactable that you just click and activate. Because that kind of usually when you have an item in point-and-click games, it's not automatically highlighted. You need to click it, and then you get an option of like, do I look at it, do I talk to it, do I pick it up, and stuff like that. And here is like, it automatically goes to kind of talking and examining it, and when you click on the eye, and then when you specifically click, I think it goes to or like you click on the eye and choose either to talk to it or like to use some tool on it. I'm sorry, I just didn't sleep that much last night. Anyway, that's not your point. But yeah, it is an interesting game. It's an interesting, you have interesting inspirations, and I would be interested to figure out what are the voices in his head. Who is this guy? He's very too much generic. like he's such a just a human, literally just human, well, human looking. So nothing stands out, kind of weird. In any case, it's still a game for people who like these kinds of, talk a lot, experience a lot, maybe like have different options, different outcomes. I don't know if I went to the key and picked the other option, if I could have picked it up and maybe unlocked. I mean, I can try that fight now. Oh no, I cannot. I bugged out the game completely. Never mind, I cannot try that. Anyway, you can try that on the demo and see if the other option that I didn't pick maybe gives you the key and gives you the progression to some puzzle, because I didn't get any when I played a lot of it. But yeah, the writing is interesting enough, the voices are interesting enough, so I could maybe be interested to play this further and discover, what has happened in this place. In any case, thank you guys for watching, thank you for sticking around. Do the like, subscribe, comment, dance. There is Patreon for support. You can check out this madness live on Twitch/bypenandpaper, or you can check out First Hours, Demo Alleys, and many other Let's Plays that I do on YouTube at By Pen and Paper. The next time, as always, remember, it's the stories that we play. See ya.